What is the correct, ladies and gentlemen? It's Gibboeire here in another episode of This is the Police. How y'all doing? Okay, right. Last time we took a few hits. Things are getting complicated and difficult, and we don't have enough officers to respond. Why does that sound like a familiar headline? Okay, we're going to take it back up from where we were. We're on day 16. We had just ended day 15 last time, so here we are. 86% of residents opposed demolition of Corn Monument. Businessmen expressed desire to leave the city. That's ominous. Movie production studio may appear in Freiburg. So, we're not meeting our call requirements. We're skipping calls. Civilians have died. We've lost an officer. He was drunk. He crashed his car. Problems, and there's currently a gang war. Things are difficult at the moment. But hopefully we will have a good day today. No one dies today. That is the mission. That is the plan. Nobody is dying. It's gonna be fine. You're all in work. You're all here. Oh, shit. Yeah, we have to do that thing with the women. There has to be enough of them. We have to kill someone. I mean, fire someone. I mean, eliminate someone. That sounds better. I'm okay with eliminate. I can live with that. Okay, we'll go with this one. I don't think I've listened to this one yet. Don't You Leave Me Here by Pierce Pickering Barrel House Jazz Band. That sounds good. That sounds like it's our jam. This is going to be the tune that makes the day go well. I hope. Right, it's going to be fine. We got this. Absolutely got this. Okay. Have you any messages for me? City Hall request. Job slot. Oh, you motherfuckers! I needed that so I could hire a chick, right? So we have to fire someone now. Okay. Let me think. Oh, right. So I need to get rid of someone. And Stovall is pretty much the only one that I can. Like, legally. Like, I suppose, like, what it'll come back down to is I can fire someone illegally and then fill a slot. Or I can kill someone today. We're on shift B today, and there's none of the officers on shift B that I want to kill. But I suppose if I was going to get rid of anyone, I would rather it be Yancey than Stovall. Or even Armstrong. Shit. I don't really know what to do. Oh, and even like the chick that we'd be fucking hiring, the only one that's available is this Barbara bitch, and she's fucking terrible. So we're gonna be losing a decent officer for fucking this shit. Oh, gender quotas, you fucking suck. Maybe somebody will die and I won't have to worry about it. When do I have to have that? Hang on, no, come back, you motherfucker. We'll deal with that in a second. Hang on, no, affairs, surely, is what I want? No, investigations. Where's requests? How do I check, like, fucking, like, past requests? Is that a thing that I can do? I don't think it is. That kind of fucking sucks. Okay, whatever. The Sands need help. The Sands' main attorney is on the guard around the clock, and that goes for double his children. Before we could pick them up from school, some of Fargus once kidnapped them. We don't know if Fargus found them. They're living on their false names. Anyway, you'll need that quickly. They haven't gotten far. Whoa. That's an odd one. We'll send our low-ranking officers to that one. For fear of something like this kicking off. Okay, we have a fight. Two senior students began to fight right in the middle of chemistry class. Their teacher, Dolores Ponder, tried to calm them down, but then when she attempted to separate them, she was poked in the eye. Oh, are you fucking serious? Do we really need to send, like, a proper officer? Send Kochi. You'll figure that shit out by yourself. If Kochi dies now, I'm gonna be pissed. I should have sent Yancey, because if Yancey dies, then it's totally fine. Although I doubt two senior students are gonna be able to fucking kill Yancey. Yancey's a beast. I have that on good authority. Here we go. There's a theft. Is this a current investigation, or it's not? Put Armstrong on this one, and we'll try and level Armstrong up as well. You know what? We've no other investigations currently ongoing, and we can take those detectives off as need be. Do I have any other investigations? No, you see? Perfect. We're doing well on the old investigations now. The detective work ain't going so bad. Everything else, however, it's kind of a shambles. Mrs. Dunbar said, or Ms. rather, Ms. Dunbar said that a nurse tried to sell her drugs right in the hospital. I went to the doctor after I broke my arm. The nurse heard me complaining about the pain and waited until the doctor left, and then she started telling me about the pills she could get me. Better than Vicodin, according to her. Oh dear. Send somebody who knows what they're talking about here. And we'll send these two so they can get a bit of experience. That leaves us with 2 officers then, so that way we can still respond to everything else. I reckon that's going to be adequate for the situation there. Yeah, I had a feeling Coach would be absolutely fine for that one. Okay. The whole investigation has started here. Would you look at the fucking amount of slides? Right. There's been a theft. At night, a little-known painting by the Dutch master de Vroom, recently shown for the first time, disappeared from the museum. One of the museum's windows was broken, and there's a brick lying on the floor inside. That's ominous. Right. Rafael Campos, museum guard. I walk the museum every hour. The alarm is off. City Hall won't allocate the money to fix it. I didn't hear the glass breaking. It's a big museum, and when I went down this way again, it was already early morning. The window was broken, and the canvas was cut from the frame. There was no trace of anyone around, just a brick lying on the floor. The parking lot, this is the parking lot camera now. The parking lot was empty all night. In the morning, a cyclist went past with a tube on his shoulder. The guy slowly rolled into the parking lot, then left his bike for a couple of minutes and went out of sight. Then he came back, got on the bike and left. Oh dear. This one is starting to sound like it might be tricky. Brom Vanderhoff, art school student. I suffer from insomnia and often go cycling around the city late at night. I took a tube and some other equipment so I wouldn't have to go home before my morning classes at the art school. I stopped at the museum to pee, I admit it. I like to mark the corner of the building. I imagine one day my work will be hanging inside. What? Jeremiah Stevens, teacher at the arts... So are they suspicious of this kid? In his lectures on the works of the Dutch masters, Bram Vanderhoff always sharply criticised the works of de Vroom. He dismissed the legendary artist as overpriced mediocrity, and was very amused when an unknown de Vroom painting was discovered in the city dump. He said it was already in its proper place. He was less amused when he heard that the de Vroom painting would be hung inside the museum. I wouldn't be surprised if it was Bram who broke into the museum and stole the painting to burn it or cut it into tiny pieces. Now the museum window. The glass is almost completely broken out. A grown man could easily climb through the window and not cut himself. Most of the shards are lying on the pavement outside the museum. Why do I get the feeling that it's pointing at this motherfucker as much as humanly possible, but it's not going to be him? I don't know. I get the feeling that this is not going to be what it seems, and this is going to be ever so slightly difficult. But we'll figure it out. We'll be fine. Let's see how the lads get on here now with this fucking drug-dealing nurse. 3 may have been overkill, but there's no jobs going on, so they'll get the experience from that, which is going to be pretty sweet. So, Cecil could probably solo that shit, but I want these guys to fucking level up and make them badasses as well. Okay, officers, offender caught, offender... we found cocaine. Oh dear. Okay, so now do we ask the mafia to sell the cocaine? No, we bring it to the police station, man. What the fuck? I suppose they will probably get loot. Cornelius Blunt. Mr. Boyd, I'm a wealthy man and I'm concerned about the fate of our fair city. I would like to fund 3... Hallelujah. Mr. Boyd, I'm a wealthy man and I'm concerned about the fate of our fair city. I would like to fund 3 additional officer positions at your police department, but I must make one condition. My adopted son is to take one of the new jobs, of course. You mustn't fire him under any circumstances. Do we have a deal? Oh, he's going to be a dickhead, isn't he? Fuck. But it gives me the 2 spots, which means I can meet the city hall requirement. Oh, you... Oh, no! He's shit! He's so shit! Oh. Guess where you're fucking going? No. We should hang on to him, maybe. But no, fuck him! We won't even bother with this dickhead. We will literally use and abuse him as is required for these jobs here. Okay. And now I can go into the labour market. Oh, but there's no other chicks that we can hire. I need a detective slot. I'll have to fire a fucking detective. Or still I need to fire another cop. We'll hire you for shift A. Where does that leave us? Oh, here we go. Backlog. I have 3 days. Someone could die in 3 days. It's totally fine. We're totally going to make this in a legal sense. So let's look now. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, which means we need 11 female officers. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh dear. 9, 10. We need one more female on our staff. I was hoping for that to be a detective, but fucking City Hall decided to shove it up my ass and make it slightly more complicated for me. And there's no more female police officers that we hire, so I need a female detective. Which, in my logic, means I need to get rid of Armstrong. I don't want to get rid of Beasley. Detectives level up pretty fast, though, so... Do we have a logical reason that we could fire this guy for? Like, is there something that we can do? To be honest with you, we could just fire him illegally and it may result in serious consequences. Shit. No, we'll give it a day or two. We may look out. Something may go our way. Damn. I suppose the other way that we can go about it would be just to get rid of 2 male officers and bring the average down, so that way we have met the quota. But I would rather not do that because I'm quite happy with a lot of our male officers at the moment. I suppose Samity we could get rid of. But I don't think we have a legit reason to get rid of them. Yeah, you see, like, we're going to have to deal with that one way or the other. So I suppose the easiest option would be to fire Armstrong. But we'll give it a day or two. We'll wait until we're right up against the wire before we go to do something like that, resort to that type of measure. Okay, today is going okay so far. We've opened up a lot of opportunities and possibilities. There's a robbery. Okay. Parking valet just called in reporting that a girl exiting an expensive car was approached by a man wearing a hood who threatened her and took her bag. This could escalate into something. We'll send Kochi. And we'll send Yancy. Because I have a feeling this is going to be a bit more complicated than it may first appear. I'm sure we can get the 2 of them up a bit more. Some of you are wondering why I tend to fill the slots as much as possible. When possible, I like to fill the slots so that way I increase my likelihood of accomplishing something properly. And not only that, I want to get the averages of all my cops up even more. I want to improve every single one of them so that way each of them is then able to handle minor things by themselves. I don't want to just have to rely on 3 or 4 really good officers all the time. I want to get them all up into the 300 sections so that way they can all kind of pretty much handle themselves. Assault with an offensive weapon. Dildo. An older prisoner, tired of eating the food served by the prison cafeteria, made his way into the kitchen carrying a shiv. Well, fuck. Intent on having a word with the chef, a guard called the police, and he was reluctant to enter. That's your fucking job! You're calling me to do your fucking job! You're an asshole! Right, a guard called the police as he was reluctant to enter the fucking kitchen, for fear of further provoking the prisoner. You worthless sack of shit! Why do you even have a fucking job? Prisons should be equipped to deal with these types of fucking situations. You shouldn't be calling the fucking police. That's no, that's just no. Oh man, my brain right now is just shutting down. I can't believe that. I reckon if we send Percy with fucking Cecil here, I reckon this fucker is going to be asking for days off a lot as well. But you know what? Maybe with a bit of time and a bit of patience, we might be able to level this guy up into something that is considered worthy of a badge. Does that sound copy enough? I don't really know. We got a report on that robbery. And the lads, of course, were very successful. Happy fucking days. Okay. Well, actually, now that I think of it, the Mafia will falsify a special crime in progress report, and all the officers who arrive on scene will be killed. Jesus. Like, I suppose, do I want to play the game according to my moral choices? Yes, which means I don't want to fucking do this. And my moral choices would be, I'm not going to fucking fire or hire staff based on the fact that I have a gender quota. My personal belief that is if you're good at the fucking job, you should be fucking hired for it. Gender should be irrelevant to the matter. That's my own view on it, and I don't mean to be offensive to anyone anyway, and that doesn't mean I don't respect women or fucking men. It just means that if somebody's good at a fucking job, they should get the fucking job. That's my fucking logic. So I don't really personally feel that I should hire or fire staff based on their gender. However, if I can find appropriate staff members that happen to meet that gender quota, just so that way I can get an extra little bit of inkling out of fucking City Hall, I don't really mind taking a hit. And as we look at the detectives, just to quickly clarify that when we go in, you look at Armstrong, yeah, and then you go into the labour market and you look at fucking Ruby. Ruby clearly has a higher level of professionalism than Armstrong. Now, we are trying to fix that with Armstrong at the moment, which is my personal belief that if somebody has the job, you should try and work on them and improve them, so that way they can get better at that job, rather than hire somebody new in. My actual belief then on it would be that City Hall should just let me hire another fucking detective, so that way we have 3 on each shift. However, we'll make do. I don't really want to kill an officer. I know I joke about it flippantly, and I kind of say it as, like, kind of a laissez-faire kind of thing, but I really don't want to have to kill an officer, and I would actually rather take the hit. Even if it makes it harder on me. Okay. Let's see how these 3 get on. Is Percy entirely useless, or is he secretly Jean-Claude Van Damme? Gee, why was that fucking words? It's early. I've had my tea, though, and I've eaten breakfast, so, like, this shouldn't be too difficult to do. Assault with offensive weapon. The kitchen floor is decorated with broken plates and an overturned pan filled with muddy slush. An elderly prisoner is sitting on a stool, dipping his hand into a pot of slush and shoving it towards the cook's face, yelling, "You try eat this shit." Let's cook up something else. Only takes a minute. You're lucky you got fed at all, and hey, we've got a couple of nice warm burgers here. Let's go with that one. I had a feeling that you just kind of like nonchalantly rope him in and he'll fucking come. He'll come fucking easy. Yeah. No, I'm pretty happy with that. I nailed that one. Absolutely nailed that one. So we responded to pretty much everything today so far. Like this, like, I know the night hasn't ended just yet. It may end when these guys get back. But I think that day went pretty well. And we've got an extra 3 cop slots, which is pretty badass. Reported theft. Oh, we got 3 new frames. Oh, well, quickly, we'll have a look at this. I suppose the order that they're obviously going to go in is that oh. Wait, is that the security guard or the guy that robbed it? In which case, it'll be that. Because that looks like that was the pipe used to break it. Maybe it's the security guard. With his torch, like, I don't know. We'll leave it at that for the time being, seeing as that's all we've got, and then we'll go from there. Okay. Obviously, we're waiting for another call. Doesn't seem to be ending the day. That went pretty well, though. I'm pretty happy with that. I think we managed okay there. I'm intrigued as to find out what the problems are with this gentleman and why we've been dumped with him. But ayo, we'll see how it goes. Sands is still ahead in the fucking the winning streaks here at the moment, so we're doing pretty well. All things considered. Well, you know, he is absolutely exhausted. Yeah, so he won't be coming to work for a little while, which is okay. But ayo, it'll be fine. Citizens' earnings have fallen 9% since the new year. Former City Hall employee admits official unemployment data is far from a reality, and unemployment in Freiburg is lowest in history. So those two directly contradict each other. Okay. Good old newspapers. They'll never lead you wrong, right? I've got some terrible heartburn this morning. Might be better if I go home and lie down. Heartburn ain't really a... No. Oh, wait, oh no, wrong one. Shit. While I was climbing up the stairs, I started feeling a little dizzy. No. Not an adequate excuse, unfortunately. Alright. I didn't mean to make him come in tomorrow. Heartburn isn't really an excuse not to come into work either. Unfortunately. If while at work you started to feel unwell, you know, call a fucking ambulance. But fucking... if, you know, that's your only excuse that you currently have got going for you, no, that ain't adequate, boy. Singing 'em by John Sangster. Let's hit this up. Day 17. Let's see how we're doing. Okay. So this is the day that we need to create opportunity. Somehow. Send Stovall to everything and hope he dies. That's the plan. Okay. The elderly Emma Weston called in a complaint about her neighbours. Her house is shaking from loud noises of gnashing metal and the roar of turbines, accompanied by some strange beeping noises. Through the window she also saw people... It's it's not disorderly conduct. It's fucking, it's a false alarm. We'll send Stovall, just in case, so at least that way he doesn't get totally fucked. Maybe I should have sent somebody with him so they level up. Oh no, it's a false alarm, they won't level up anyway, so that's fine. No, good call. Okay, hostage to charge. Shit, right, here we go. Ugh, this is send everything. Hostage situation with a fatal casualty. Shite. Patients at the local asylum rebelled against the nurses during breakfast. 3 nurses have been wounded, while others remained locked in with the patients in the dining area. They threatened to kill one nurse every hour until they're released. Yeah, send you, and you. And send SWAT and the fucking paddy wagon. Send the whole fucking lot. We won't mess around with that one. And then we've only got these 3 gobshites to deal with the rest. But Stovall will be back soon, so then that way he can kind of carry us. Hire female cops. Tomorrow is the deadline. Oh, no. Alright. Oh, it actually was a legit thing. Oh, well, fuck. Good on you, Stovall. Shit, hang on. No, I gotta... Maybe the labour market has ever so slightly changed. It has not. Ruby is still our only option here. Okay. Right. I don't want to do that, so I'm not gonna. We tried. We hired women that we may not have potentially hired over men that had a fucking higher professionalism for it. So I did. I conceded my own morality there. And I'm not really happy about it. And to be honest with you, I don't particularly feel like fucking continuing doing that. If I'm going to play this game, I'm going to play it my way. I'm not going to be fucking bound by City Hall. Damn the consequences. Fuck you, game. You bitch. You better fucking pull your socks up or you're getting fucking fired because you shit. Right. There we go. Sordid hostage situation with a fatal casualty. Reporters and onlookers have gathered around the building. The asylum patients are watching the growing crowd from the windows of the 3rd floor. Ah, shit. We can either gain entrance through the back door, storm the front door, or call in a negotiator. If this is an asylum, these are crazy people. So they're gonna have crazy demands, and I want to see what they are. We'll call in a negotiator. Go on, the lads! Nobody died. Everyone did well. Fucking Bulak is shot. Get that into you. Fucking sorted. Okay. Things are going well so far. I've decided that I'm going to be extremely flippant with these City Hall requests from here on in. I'm not going to fucking bother my ass with them. If they're going to request stupid shit, it's just, yeah, and it's not feasible, I'm not bothered. I really don't fucking care. Reckless endangerment. Okay, a frightened woman phoned in reporting that 2 men dressed in armour were running through the streets shouting, "Beware our stings." They were chasing passers-by and swinging their blades at them. They've not done anyone any harm, but their swarm seemed dangerous enough. Why do I get the feeling that this is like a movie thing? Send Pavlovena, Nixon, Grant. That should be enough. Grant is kind of a badass now. I think she was shit at the fucking start, but she's really kind of fucking come on leaps and bounds, especially with that promotion. She's the workhorse of Shift A. Okay. We're doing okay so far today. Nothing crazy seems to be happening. Sands need help out here in the countryside. We'll send somebody to this one. I didn't really read that one there. I just fucking... We got our report on the reckless endangerment. Okay, the lads did okay there. No bother. And we've started our long and fucking arduous journey of increasing the professionalism of these 2 officers. Happy fucking days. What are we waiting on? He's going out to do the Sands job, right? No worries. Yeah, like, there's 2 ways you can kind of play this game. You can play it based off your own, like, kind of what would I do, or you can play it off the how best can I beat this game. I'm going to play it off the what would I do, and I'm going to see where that gets me. How unsuccessful would I be as a police fucking department chief? Okay. Noise complaint. We're not getting hammered as much with the old jobs these days. Klim Yuriev reports that suspicious people are constantly going in and out of the apartment next door. They're carrying big bags and making a lot of noise, screaming, and his 3 sons can't concentrate on their homework. Mr. Yuriev urges someone's got to show these bandits who's boss. Okay, we'll send Vandal, Robbins, Mixon, Grant, Pavlovena, and the paddy wagon And if they need backup, we can send Cumulus and Stovall, but we'll keep those two then separate. Save a high enough professionalism that they can probably carry a couple of things by themselves. Whoa, weather! Here in sunny Ireland, it is actually quite sunny, but it's actually getting kind of cold, and the wind is blowing like a motherfucker. Fucking gale force outside here at the moment. It's fucking crazy. Whoa! Must be a bad day in thing. The Sands need help in their port warehouses. And they need 3 officers, but which we just about have. Okay, a whole mob of Argus people attacked the truck belonging to one of our companies. This truck is carrying some important cargo, the kind only Mr. Sand and his deputies know about. The driver tried to call us, but we lost the connection. He may already be dead. You've got to stop these assholes before they make off with the goods. Okay, we'll send Stovall, Cumulus, and Samity. They can respond to that one. Since we've nothing else to do. The noise complaint is after going down. I think it went well. It went well. Happy days. And we found an automatic weapon. Offenders caught. Officers unharmed. Loot found. Automatic weapon. Happy days. And of course we're going to bring it to the police station because that's our fucking job. Happy days. I reckon if I get the mafia to sell it there, I probably end up increasing my amount of money up here, and then I can use that to do various different things. So if we go into affairs, if I click the police station, backlog labour market. Wait, no, hang on. Where's my deputy? Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I'm fucking blind. Well, obviously, if I would click into this, you see we have got price costs here and stuff like that we can attempt to do. Or if I go into my deputy here, I can do various different things as well. So a consulting detective who will assist your investigations for a modest fee. Oh, so that's if we need a bit of help with the old detective work. Buy names. Find out which of your employees plans to testify against you. Buy silence for 12 grand. A barbecue. Hire a snitch. Thing. Maybe an idea to have a barbecue for our employees at some stage. Best officer, best detective. Detectives fired, officers fired, 3 officers dead, 2. Oh, I lost 2 officers. How did I lose? I'm gonna have to watch back through my track record here and see what the fuck happened. Crime solved / failed. 50 out of 15 against 15, so 50 out of 65. Doing the maths here in my head. That's close to 8 out of 10. When you think about it. We're not doing too bad against his stats that he set himself. We're still meeting the majority of our cases. Okay. That was an interesting little statistics sheet there, and all of our officers are back. So we now have nearly half of our department ready to rock for our next call. Happy days. It's 1 in the morning. I reckon as soon as these guys get back from this call, we are sorted. And there we are. We shall end the day. And it looks like we're going to get a day 18 on the go here as well. So again, Sands is still very far... Oh, jeez, that ship nearly went all the way over. Sands is still pretty far ahead of Vargas in the runnings here now at the moment. So I reckon, even if we didn't respond to a couple of Sands calls, we could probably have a bit of breathing space in that sense. Does that make sense? Okay, let's see what the damage is for not meeting City Hall's requirement. Fuck them. Chief physician at St. John Hospital accused of slander. Former mafia member bemoans City Hall corruption. Mayor declines service of a spokesman. I speak for myself. This fucking car. I'm too tired. I can hardly walk straight. Can I go home? Yes, Percy. Last few months I've been taking antidepressants 3 times a day, but I ran out of my prescription. The pharmacy said that they're going to get more pills in tomorrow. But I'm afraid without the pills I'm not going to be much good. My mind keeps digging up all kinds of disturbing thoughts. Can I go home? Oh dear. Foxman, had I known this yesterday, I would have probably encouraged you to leave the job and I could have hired a chick. But I can't because there's no female officers currently in the officer kind of recruitment pool. There was only a female detective. Oh well, bud. No, that's a very legit reason. He can take the day off. Give him a chance to get back on top of his game. We have enough officers in this shift that we should be fine. We can hire another one as needs be, but we go for a bit of Ludwig van. Performed by the Muse Open Symphony. The Carolian Overture. That yellow disc. Damn. Right. Yeah, like today's shift looks pretty good. Okay, Jack, you swore an oath to serve the city. You can't keep your promises, we won't keep yours. Inspection penalty. That sounds ominous. Our inspection turned up multiple violations which are undoubtedly contributing to the serious decline in the apartment's efficiency. The penalty for these violations will be 25% of your bank account. If you require a further clarification or if you wish to appeal these decisions, please submit a formal request to the mayor. You will receive an answer within 200 business days. Fuck off. Right, I'll take the hit. Rape! Oh no, okay, right. 2 homeless men made their way inside a local bakery under the cover of darkness where they ate their fill and bedded down for the night. In the morning, the bakery owner Gregory Martinez, along with cashier Anna Lucas, went inside and discovered the damage. The homeless men armed with knives were unhappy to be disturbed and attacked the victims. The shopkeeper managed to escape, but the cashier remained inside with the homeless men who were seen tearing off her clothes. Okay, now let's send all the lads here now. Quickly. We might get away with just that, and then I can level up the lower level officers here as well. Shift B is looking pretty solid. Even with Percy and that fucking, the other guy there now that's suffering from depression, like, it's looking like a really solid shift. Like, the only thing is now with the guy with depression is we may lose him every now and again. Now that we know that there is an issue going on at home there, that may mean that we may miss him every now and again. But he has a high enough level of professionalism anyway that even on the days that he does come in, he is still able to contribute. So I'm not really overly concerned about that. And we have the extra job slot if we need it that we can add on somebody just to pad out that shift. Which should be the way that employers should deal with shit like this. Like, you know, they should be able to accommodate certain requirements of their staff. Now, I guess then I'd prefer to use that job in order to hire somebody for this shift. But you know what, we may just hold off for the time being until we learn a bit more about where things are going and all that type of crack. City Hall, can I make any more requests? Well, they're not going to fucking give it to me because, you know, I haven't been doing any of their shit. I would like another detective. The Sands need help. They only need one, so we're going to send Austin. I'd like to level up Purdy with Numata. Okay, after the incident with the horses, we secretly transferred Mr. Sands' guest to a local hotel and set up a guard outside his door. Suddenly we're hearing screams coming from his room and there's water flowing from the bathroom. We'll break down the door, but a police presence wouldn't hurt. Okay. Send the cop. This tune, man. Let's see how we got on. Oh, shit. What? What? How? What? No way. But, like... Cecil! Cecil, man! What happened? The offender escaped, we've lost an officer, and a civilian was killed. Holy shit. But they're all above average fucking professionalism. What? No way. That's fucking bullshit, man. Could I have sent SWAT or something like that to that, maybe? Maybe that's what I didn't do. I don't think so, though. I think we just got fucked there. I don't know why. I really don't understand what happened there. That's fucking atrocious. We sent everyone with above average fucking professionalism. Like, there shouldn't have been an issue there. That's crazy. God damn it, Asano. We were working on you as well. Fucking anyway. Right. So I need to declare her dead, don't I? How do I do that? Because now I need to fucking hire somebody to replace Asano. Right, Shift B just took a hit. We'll take Sven Yorkson for Shift B here. So that way we can kind of pad out our loss. Oh, you motherfucking... I'm really annoyed at that now. That's fucking bullshit, man. I get the impression that there's a lot of random number generation in this game. And I reckon we just got fucked by RGN there, big style. And I'm actually kind of pissed about it. That was fucking stupid. But I suppose let's reflect on reality for a second before I go into this one. Like, if you reflect upon reality, like, you can have an officer that's been in the job for like 15 years. He can be the best motherfucker at his job. And all it takes is some gobshite kid with a fucking gun that sneezes and accidentally pulls the trigger, and the best officer in the world could get shot. So, like, I suppose even what you could consider to be a rudimentary fucking run-of-the-mill day-to-day job in this line of work could potentially be deadly. So, like, we can't really be too pissed. Like, if we're trying to play this as much of a reflection on reality as possible, shit like that is gonna happen. Feels bad, man, though, for Asano. That's, you know, that was potentially a good officer right there. Now that's after being cut down before her time. That fucking sucks. I'm pissed. And the fucking civilian got killed as well. So that woman went into this morning for her fucking work, like the fucking bake shit. And in my experience, everyone I know who's a fucking baker is a lovely person. God damn it, look at the fucking wonderful creations that they create. Like, she went in there to fucking bake shit today, and she died. Horrifically. What a shitty fucking deal, man. What a fucking shitty deal. Anyway, what can you do? A fight at the Blitz Cafe. 2 truckers fell to blows over a parking space in the lot near the diner. The cook tried to separate them, but it was struck by a wild blow and is now lying on the ground motionless. Cecil, you need to get your shit together. We'll send Numata, Purdy, and Tsubaki and try and level these two up now to kind of work on that hit that we just took. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, we declare her dead at the end of the day. That's what it is. Yeah. Oh my. I reckon there's probably a certain number that you need to reach with the professionalism. And if your averages of your professionalism don't reach that number... Inspection, it's over. Yeah, get the fuck out of my station, you motherfuckers. The fight, how did it go? Nobody died, nobody died, nobody died, nobody died. We're good! Ha! I reckon that if you reach that average then of your professionalism, then everyone should be okay. However, if somebody falls below that... Okay. I'm going to click this and again I'm going to have a little chat with you guys. I reckon the plan is that in future... what we consider to be a potentially dangerous call, we only send good officers to. And then the willy-nilly kind of calls, we'll send a shit officer to along with a decent officer as an escort. As a kind of... what would you call them? Like a fucking... oh shit, what would you call it? Like a team leader, so to speak. A supervisor. So that way they can level up under the watchful eye of one of our better officers until such a time as they can contribute to the more serious cases. So that way we don't lose officers like that on serious jobs again. I think that's where we dropped the ball now that I think about it. I still think we got fucked. I think Cecil probably should have been able to carry that. I'm kind of pissed. Jack, my entire staff at the donut shop came down with the flu and I haven't been able to find anyone else to help out. Could you please send me a couple of your men? I'm sure they wouldn't mind frying up some donuts. It's easy. I'll show them everything they need to know. My shop barely makes ends meet, so I can't even afford one day of downtime. Okay, let's talk about this for a sec. Again, these green jobs seem to be a fucking atrocious misuse of police resources, as far as I'm concerned. They seem like they really are an abuse of the police sources, and I can guarantee the two fuckers I sent to this are gone for the fucking day. However, if we look at this from a kind of a good and a bad thing, we are trying to make ourselves a certain amount of money by a certain day, so that way we can retire comfortably, because we've had City Hall fucking us in the ass now for the past couple of years, and then they're taking our job away from us. So, this, while it doesn't seem like an appropriate use of police resources, and it certainly isn't the worst cause in the world, and we might make a few bob out of it. Why not? I'll send officers to this. Do I need to send two? I have to send two. You see, Asano, you could have been frying donuts if you didn't go and fucking get yourself shot. Or stabbed, or whatever the fuck happened to you. So we'll send those two guys, and they probably won't be back for the rest of the day. Which is okay with me. We still have 5 officers ready to rock. You know what? Give them a bit of downtime. Go get some donuts. Oh, hey, they're done. I'm telling you, Chief, standing over that fryer is hellish work. I'd rather dodge bullets than spray from the boiling oil, but at least Mrs. Marvin promises she'll keep us in the donuts through the rest of the year. There you go. Look, now my department is going to have donuts the rest of the year. So you know what? Take the little hits there, so that way the team all gets looked after. Okay, the Sands need help. 2 seconds, and we'll see. We'll send Purdy and Tsubaki. Public indecency. Okay, public indecency at the Last Picture Show Theatre. During a special viewing of the thriller Law-Abiding Max 3, a theatre employee discovered one of the members of the audience had removed his pants. The man noticed the employee was watching him and responded with the threat that he would cut the throats of everyone in the theatre. Kochi, Yancy, and Numata should be more than enough to manage this situation. More than enough. Okay. I reckon that may be our last job of the day. We met all of our Sands calls as well, so it's pretty sweet. So they should still be ahead of Vargas. We should be doing well on that front. The movie theater isn't too crowded and this film is in full swing. Carefully approach the man, turn the lights on the lights and take aim at the offender. Throw a heavy object at the offender. Carefully approach the man. I think that one was fairly obvious. I think this guy was just having a bad day and decided to get his clothes off. We've all been there. We've all gone to the movies and just taken our pants off. Let's be real here. Okay. Okay, we've got a call for vandalism. I'm going to wait till my officers get back before I start responding to this one. I'm actually going to wait till I get my full sheet back before I start working out where I'm going to go with things, because I think this is our last call to the day. So I'd rather have all my A-game officers on the fucking go before I start responding. If it looks like it's going to be something minor... Oh, we got 3 new frames. Open investigation. Now look, this is suggesting that the security guard took it. But this is suggesting that the dude took it. I think I know the game here. I think this is it. Shit. Yeah, bitch! I knew it! I knew it seemed too fucking obvious. Way too fucking obvious. It was Rafael Campos, museum security guard, who thought he'd earned some money for his old age. There we fucking go. Nailed it. Boom. Okay. Right. 2 seconds. I want to get this done. Rafael Campos lives alone in a small apartment. He is likely to be there. And where else? A storage space is being rented in the name of Rafael Campos. This might be where he's keeping his stolen painting. We can wait on that for 2 seconds. This only takes 2 officers, so we should be alright with this. A man who wished to remain anonymous reported that a group of teenagers had once again made fun of his name by writing insulting rhymes on his 6-foot-wide garage. The man, who was enraged, threatened the next time he'll use a weapon to defend his honour. Send Tsubaki and Purdy to this one. They should be able to manage that. And to this... Oh, this is like a 50-50 thing, isn't it? Like, do we arrest him or do we find and recover the goods? I need to have a read of this. No, I need to... Let me in... Oh, I want to click it! Okay, so maybe we have an opportunity to do both. I think our best opportunity would be to arrest him and we can later recover the goods. I think that's our priority in this. So send Cecil and... Oh, wait. Well, send people that we need to get experience is what we should be doing here. Send Numata and Austin and Armstrong, and we will back them up with SWAT. So that way they can do this arrest safely. If not, they can come back and then check the storage buildings where then he will be. I don't know if we get the wrong one, if we... it's a 50-50 toss-up, and if we don't get him, that we fail. And we get fucked. Or if we get a chance then to go to hit the other place then the next day. I'm unsure about how that works. There's a report on that vandalism. 2 guys are coming back, aren't they? Yeah, offenders are caught, officers unharmed. Happy days. Easy one. God damn it, Asano. Report on the theft. Wrong place. Okay. So, I don't know now if that means we failed the investigation or if we now have to go check the other place then the next day. I thought my logic was pretty solid there. Go to his home address and get him there. Okay, Sands is still ahead, 11-4. We're doing pretty well there. Okay. We need to do some paperwork for this dead employee. Sorry about you, Asano. You had a rough one. Arrange the old funeral for you. Weaver looks like she could use some sleep. Everyone else is looking like they're pretty okay. Okay, I think that's Weaver's downfall. You got an ever so slightly more professional detective, but she would be ever so slightly more exhausted than everyone else. Okay. Day 19. Okay, Mayor calls prosecutor's office to check Robespierre's statement for extremism. Robespierre, I'm pretty wealthy, but deeply unhappy, and the University of Freiburg tuition costs to increase. So you know what? I'm going to wrap this episode up here because we're now hitting about 45 minutes, which is, 10 minutes more than I usually want it to be. So this has been Gibboeire, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed watching... I'm looking into the camera. I don't have a camera on this one. If you enjoyed watching this video, please leave a like down below and possibly consider subscribing to the channel. If you have any comments, questions, concerns about anything that happened in this video, leave it down below in the comment section. I will get back to you as soon as I can. Feels bad, man, for Asano. Can we get a Ripperino Asano Reno down in the comment section, yeah? Take her, Andy. Bye-bye!